friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. So sorry that I didn't do a book announcement for April for the book club. Actually, this is my second time recording this video. I lost all the footage from when I recorded my spring choices, and then we were into old school April. I was doing a lot of vlogging and I was just like, screw it, April is just a lost cause. And the March book ended up being a complete flop. So I'm not doing a wrap up for that one because I didn't even finish reading the book. So we're gonna start off fresh for May. It is coming into the end of April now, so I'm hoping everybody has some room in their TBRs that they can include these books. I'm super excited, and one of them is going to be a reread for me, and the other one is going to be brand new, and it is one of my most anticipated books of the year. So I'm super excited for that, so we'll get into the choices. Okay, so for the book club, what I'm trying to do, I kind of fell off for spring, but what I would like to do is do the choices for an entire quarter. So we did January, February, March. Like I said, the March book ended up being a complete flop. I'm not doing a wrap-up video for it. And then April, we were into old school April, so that just kind of fell off. So we're gonna do the announcement for May and June, and then once we get into July, we'll do the entire summer all together as well. So I was in the mood to pick up something that I knew was not only super gothic, but it was also familiar and cozy and comfy and all of those things. So I did want to pick up another Hester Fox book that is going to be a reread for me, and I'm hoping that the book club will enjoy this particular pick. I know we've done Hester Fox a couple of times, and you know, one of them was kind of mediocre and the other one wasn't that great. So I'm hoping that you guys will really like this pick. So we are going to be doing The Last Heir to Blackwood Library, and like I said, this is not only a reread for me, but it was one of my favorite books of, I believe, 2024. It might have been 2023. I can't remember. Everything is starting to run together. But this is fantastic. So this is basically about a young girl who inherits an estate from like a long lost relative, and it has all of the feels, and the estate has this fantastic library. So the books on the library do play kind of a big role in the story, and the one caveat to her owning this estate is she has to live there. She can't just sign the paperwork and own it. She has to actually live there. There's occult elements wrapped into this. There's of course the romance element wrapped into it. She's not like a normal sort of aristocrat, so the servants and everything are having trouble with her, kind of like a Rebecca sort of feel. So I'm really hoping that you guys are going to enjoy this pick. I'm just going to read very quickly from the synopsis just to cover anything that I missed when I was just doing the little description there. World War I England. A young woman inherits a mysterious library and must untangle its powerful secrets. With the stroke of a pen, 23-year-old Ivy Radcliffe becomes Lady Hayworth, owner of a sprawling estate on the Yorkshire moors. Ivy has never heard of Blackwood Abbey or of the ancient bloodline from which she's descended. With nothing to keep her in London since losing her brother in the Great War, she warily makes her way to her new home. The Abbey is foreboding, the servants reserved and suspicious. But there's a treasure waiting behind locked doors, a magnificent library. Despite cryptic warnings from the staff, Ivy feels irresistibly drawn to its dusty shelves, where familiar works mingle with strange esoteric texts. And she senses something else in the library too, a presence that seems to have a will of its own. Rumors swirl in the village about the Abbey's previous owners, about ghosts and curses, and an enigmatic manuscript at the center of it all. And as events grow more sinister, it'll be up to Ivy to uncover the library's mysteries in order to reclaim her own story before it washes away forever. So, like I said, I wanted something cozy and familiar. I'm really hoping that anybody that hasn't gotten to this book yet will have a chance to pick it up. I know a couple of my girlfriends that are in the booktube, horror tube community have already read this one and really enjoyed it. So we're gonna do this one for May, and then for June it's going to be not only something that's brand new to me, but like I said, is on my most anticipated books of the year list. So we'll get into that one next. So for June's choice, I have At the Bottom of the Garden by Camilla Bruce. And I haven't read anything by this author before, but there's another one that she wrote. I think it's The Girl in the Well or something like that. That's another one that I wanted to pick up by her. It does have really, really good reviews. I haven't read any reviews on this one just yet, but like I said, it was on my most anticipated books of the year list. I had that conversation with a couple of the girls on the Jersey Ghouls podcast right at the beginning of the year, or it might have been in December. I'm not really too sure. But really super excited to get to this one, and it definitely has all the feels as well. So just quickly from the back of the book. A murderess becomes the guardian of two very unusual girls in this mesmerizing gothic novel from acclaimed author Camilla Bruce. Clara Woods is a killer, and perfectly fine with it too. So what if she takes a couple of lives to make her own a little bit better? At the bottom of her garden is a flower bed, long overgrown, where her late husband rests in peace. Or so she's always thought. Then the girls arrive. Lily and Violet are her nieces, recently orphaned after their affluent parents died on an ill-fated anniversary trip. In accordance with their parents' will, the sisters are to go to their closest relative, who just so happens to be Clara. Despite having no interest in children, Clara agrees to take them, hoping to get her hands on some of the girls' assets, not just to bolster her own dwindling fortune, but also to establish what she hopes will be her legacy, a line of diamond jewelry. There's only one problem. Violet can see the dead man at the bottom of the garden. She can see all of Clara's ghosts and call them back into existence. Soon Clara is plagued by her victims and at war with the gifted girls in her care. Lily and Violet have become a liability and know far more than they should. So that's fantastic. It sounds really good. I want all the ghosts. I want all the ghosts right now. You know, I'm getting my feel of like the nostalgia factor with Old School April. So coming into late spring and into summer, I just want all the ghosts. So I think both of these choices are going to be really good. I'm glad that I'm doing one that's kind of a comfy, cozy sort of read. For me, one of my favorite books, and I really wanted to share it with all of you guys. And the other one, At the Bottom of the Garden, is completely new to me. One that I couldn't wait to read, and I'm hoping you guys will have a chance to put it into your June TBRs as well. So that's it for this video. That's the two choices for the Haunted Victorian Book Club. If you aren't a member of the book club yet and you haven't read anything with us, I'll leave all the details linked down below. There's an Instagram group and all of that kind of thing. And the way it works is that we read the book and there's a live show at the beginning of the following month. So for May, when we do the last Heir to Blackwood Library, we'll do a live show at the beginning of June. And likewise for the next one, we'll do a live show at the beginning of July. So that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a question or a comment down below because I know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky, everybody. Bye.